It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel.
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
And y'all, we have
another solo episode.
everything okay?
Oh, cool. All right. We thought we wasn't going to have no more solo episodes for 2024, but
we lied.
We back.
But when we going to put this one out? It might be 2025.
Oh, it might be for the New Year's. Cheers.
New Year's and cheers.
Yeah. Cheers for the New Year's.
Cheers for the New Year's. Hey. Boom. Cheers for the New Year's episode.
We look cheersy.
You know what I'm talking about? Uh-huh. Look, she go, when we introduced Obi, she put out that noise.
Uh-huh.
It was like, hold on, first off, this podcast.
To do us like that.
You're supposed to give us all that energy, all that, side effects and stuff.
I seen her at, where I see the girl at? I seen her at, I can't think of it, but I seen her. But to kick off this solo episode, I got a couple of questions that I have for Crystal to see, pick her brain and see what she thinks about these different types of things.
Good luck.
Kind of tie into a little bit about our other solo episode, but not really. Okay. But we're going to see how it goes.
Good luck.
So my first question is, how do you feel about staying friends with any of your exes?
Oh, great question. I'm actually kind of like friends with everybody still because I don't know, once I'm over it, I'm over it. I'm always someone that's like a self-corrector, so I could kind of see where I went wrong in a lot of situations, and that doesn't mean that the reason why we're not together is my fault per se, but I can see how I could have been left, and so I be so kind of caught up into how I deal with things sometimes that I don't even take it that serious or personal what you did.
Yep.
And so I'm able to still remain friends with you. I'm able to still like be in contact with you. You can reach out to me. I don't block no one or anything like that. But it definitely comes with like a lot of limitations. You know what I'm saying? Like if I realize you still like me and want me, I won't hang out with you because I don't want to mislead you. And it's simple as that. Like, and it confuses the exes sometimes because they be like, damn, she's still hella cool. She must. I forgave, but I ain't gonna never forget. So I just moved on. But I'm cool with that. I ain't got no problem with that. What about you?
Like you said, as long as it's transparent, as long as there ain't no like sneak shady stuff going on where it's like, they low key flirting with you and things like that. No, they just make situations uncomfortable and annoying. Like, no, we're not doing none of that. We can definitely be friends and be mutual partners as far as a friendship when it comes to especially our children and things of that nature. But when it gets to a point where I feel like you're being disrespectful, I'm going to create those boundaries and I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't what we doing. This ain't where we at.
So I do think about this often because of my ex-husband. Him and I, we real cool still. And over the years, not years per se, but over the time, we've just kind of came into our own little rhythm. Like we don't contact each other as much as we do or used to rather, but we still have contact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have just those random conversations for real, but we still will talk on the phone from time to time. It's never romantic. It's never like about getting together or anything like that. Sometimes he randomly sends something, but I won't respond.
Ignore.
Yeah. But overall, and that's just to say, well, I don't want to involve myself in that space. But overall, him and I are real cool. And so I always be thinking like whenever I get in a relationship, I don't know when it's going to be, but I don't think I'll have a problem with balancing anything, but I would be wanting to know, like, will I have to, like, put more stricter boundaries to it?
Yeah, definitely, because it's about respect, I think. Yeah, because sometimes if you don't have those boundaries, people will try to over-limit yourself.
But we do talk just more so about kids and family more than anything. Yeah, we still talk about it.
Well, on that note, another question. I came across it was another person's podcast on Instagram. Okay. And they were talking about what the different genders marry for. What do you think men marry for? Do you think they rather marry for love or for value?
I think men marry for both, but value. I always say I think men are just like a little bit smarter, even with dating. You know what I'm saying? Like they do, I think at a younger age, get kind of like caught up in messing with the wrong person, getting pussy whipped or something like that. You know what I mean? But they are great daters. Like if you ain't it, you ain't it. They ain't got no problem with cutting that bitch out. Like they are dope. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I learn a lot from men. I learn more from men on dating than women because I just like the way that they are. Like they'll stop talking to you. Yeah, they so logical. So I think that it's more value, and I think the value that you add is what they love. And so the love connection is still there. It's not like I don't love you, but the bitch good. Like no, people love means different to different people. It's about what you regard most. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, if you have a high regard for like something like security and she brings you security, or a high regard for loyalty, you bring loyalty to a man, then he's going to say that's love. You know, so they love different characteristics about you. Women, I think women, we are more so taught because we're naturally nurturers, I'm sorry, and we're taught to nurture what we love. From the movies, Disney movies,
everything,
Cinderella, Horetta, everybody got to get a man at the end. Yeah, everything is always about love, 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 love. So I think the things that are still the little girls on up to adolescence to womanhood is different than what it is for men. So at some point we get the logic understood to where it's just like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be with a man that brings peace. I'm supposed to be with a man that is in his purpose. Not these unhinged ass men. I'm not supposed to be attracted to this unhinged nature. You know what I'm saying? So I think women kind of sometimes start off wrong more than right, and then they keep it wrong and never get it right. But that's kind of how I feel. I'm definitely in a space where I'm confident I get it right. You know, I'm not gonna get stuck
in a different space.
I ain't stuck with you.
Nope, ain't gonna do
What you think? What you think?
I feel the same way. I totally agree. Everything with men, they're more intentional, like you said, because they know how to date more. If it's something that don't, they're good at letting go of those seasons. They're good at being like, oh, this little bitch on bullshit. Let's move along, move around, and what they may do is they may still keep you around, but they'll still have somebody on the other end that they're already interested in. And then once they got their hands in that pocket, they'll just swoop you away. And with women, we sometimes be so delusional within our space that we're not looking at what the actual value of things are, because we have that issue, as we always say, trying to fit a triangle into a square, trying to make or build a nigga, because we think or we see this potential in this man that it's a possibility that he can be for us, when in reality he done showed us umpteen times that he's not the person for us.
He like, you option was for
like, you a hella option.
We like, you my only choice.
All my life I had to fight. Look you're at home like,
never know what I was missing. You know, she said she wrote that song because the dude just didn't like her. She was like, she wanted this dude so bad. She was like, it didn't work out because he just didn't like me. But she literally wrote this hit classic song, Love Never Knew What I Was Missing, but I knew I found love with you. How delusional are you?
That's 100% delusion. Like, come on, this man don't even like you. He don't even like nothing about you. Like you. And you gonna make a song about him. Yeah, this like, what I'm talking about. Nigga.
So that kind of just show hand in hand, like, and it kind of go to emotional versus logic. We went through that space. A lot of times we are taught as women to just be so emotional about everything, and you have to have the right people in your life. You have to have the right guidance in your life. You have to have the right security examples to understand the logic. It's okay to have emotions, but you have to use your logic to navigate your emotions.
Yes,
and these men, boy, they some beasts. I love it. I ain't got to problem with nobody. That's why I be cool with everybody.
I be for it. Yes. Over emotion. Gotta have it, ladies. Stop playing delusion.
I be like, you go, boy. You go. Know what's for you. You go, boy. You know what you want.
Pick and choose what you want to have.
You ain't settling just. You know what you want. You go, boy.
Something with the big
I love it. I learned a lot from just watching men, and I haven't dated much, but just dating, it was just like, oh, okay, I see where I can continue to work at, and I see where, like, oh, I did grow. Yeah. So overall though, I just know one thing, that if I ain't from you, you ain't got no problem with letting me be.
That's that part. So I don't have a problem with letting you be.
No matter what I feel, I gotta go.
Exactly. Gotta keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Gotta move on.
On that note, you did say that if you were to basically find somebody within that space, what would be the ideal qualities for someone that you would marry?
Oh, again?
Hey, don't say it again, because what I say, they don't count. They don't count because in other cultures, they marry about 4, 5, 5, 11 times, and they still be going about, like what my coworker tell me. She said it's a job for us.
For my next future ex-husband, what I would say, no, I'm joking. But no, look, what I don't like to really talk too much to it, because I just don't want nobody pretending that they something that they're not. And we know people will pretend that they one way just to get your attention. But what I will say is that loving me to get me looks like just knowing who I am and accepting me for me. It doesn't require me to change anything, which is something that hindered me mentally and emotionally from dating. Because I'm like, I don't want to try to alter who I am. I don't want to change up my schedule. I don't want to do those things to just be with someone. But it looks like you just love me for me. And if I'm not being me, if I told you, hey, next year I want to go to Moores and do a heels class, and it's next year, I want my nigga to be like, why you ain't do that heels class?
Exactly.
Why you still sitting here? Like, I want you I want you to be on me, like, about me being me, and for who you know I am and who I said I want to be. So that's a quality that I know I would want from a future husband. Supportive, romantic, because I'm super romantic, and I'm not driven anymore, I guess, by like that space from this emotional standpoint. It's just because I'm just chilling. Like, I have a lot of like and love to give, and if I like you enough, I'll do something romantic for you. But in regards of husband, I definitely want my husband romantic. I want his communication style to be calm. I do not do well with aggressive men, men that gotta yell and scream. I don't do well. So I would say those are top 3 things that I will look for. And I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm not sharing no more in depth to it. Because people, I'm telling you, people will pretend so much. And there's so many men that will try to lead with those things. And you be like, oh my goodness, girl, tell me why.
I think I found
yes. And of course, I know I mentioned the executor, but all that goes into your efforts and your actions, So as you are showing your efforts and your through actions, that's the execution. But that's what I look for. I look for romance. I look for the love that support me.
Make you feel good all
over. But yeah, that's what I look for. I ain't saying nothing else, because I don't trust you. Nope, you got to come with it.
Don't put that on the application.
Don't put the niggas start lying on their apps. You know what I'm saying?
Make a fake resume.
Yeah, make a fake. Don't make
no resume. I know how to make one.
Don't make no fake resume. Come to me. Just come as you are. And if we work, we work. And if we don't, guess what? You always have a friend to me.
Yep. We had what you say the other day? You had a holiday. You got you a holiday.
Yeah, you gonna have a personal holiday. Yeah.
There you go. Personal PTO time.
Yeah, I give you a personal holiday. So yeah, that's for me. What about you? What are some qualities in a husband?
Basically what you just said, that genuineship. Definitely got to be genuine, compassionate, romantic, loving, caring. Just people that's just themselves. Like somebody that's not insecure, somebody that's gonna push me to my limits. That's gonna back me 100%. Like you said, if I say I want to do something that's unthinkable, that I possibly shouldn't or couldn't think that nobody else would do, you amp me up so hard that I think that I could do it. Like I want you to make me feel like, hey, I can do this. And, you know, if I tell you that I want to tie my heels and backwards, tell me that I can. You know, even
like, why you still ain't tying them heels backwards yet?
Period.
You tripping, man.
You tripping. I know you could do it. I know you could do it. You ain't get it yet. Exactly. Believe in me when I don't believe in myself. You know, push me when I can't push myself no much. Make me feel so high up that nobody can make me feel low. And that's definitely what I want. And something else. This is my big key. This is something I pay real close attention to because I know where I'm going. I want someone that's like in their purpose and whatever that means for you. I feel like I want someone also that's like in their purpose because it will show that you have peace. And if you have peace, I don't need you to be my peace. I just need you to be in peace. At peace.
Okay. So if you're in peace with yourself, you and your purpose, you won't be disturbing me. All right. And the peace that I found with myself and my purpose, because I protect those two areas the most. And so, that's it. Be at peace, baby. Be at peace. It kind of go into the,
it goes hand in hand.
I want no unhinged, man. Ooh, you're so unhinged.
There's so many.
Like Mario was like, you just sit there and look at it. You're like, why are you yelling? You're so unhinged.
For no reason. Like, you just.
Why are you yelling, babe? You know, you can say the same thing. Look, let me turn my notes around. You can say the same thing.
Look at your notes on the other side.
Look at those. Hold on, y'all. So, I ain't get the chance to read my. I didn't see that. That bitch read upside down. I know how to read upside down. You need to know how to read upside down because my notes might be upside down.
That's a good quality. Look, in you too. That's a good quality.
I need that.
So go ahead and finish off this episode coming into the new year. What would you say would be one of your New Year's resolutions?
This is a great question. One of my New Year's resolution is to stay aligned and grow. We've had an amazing year with the podcast. I've had a great year with the Hills class as well. But this year was a little tough for me from a personal standpoint. When the year started, I just had this cloud I felt over my head, and I never wanted to talk about it because I didn't want to feel like I was manifesting this negativity over me. But I felt it, and that cloud was pertaining to like personal stuff, my mom and things like that. And so when things went left with her, it really stopped me in a lot. And I was happy to stop because I learned to stop to deal with things. But then again, it did something to me where I didn't like it. I didn't like the way I was feeling. I didn't like that I wasn't doing things or whatever. So long story short, it's just like shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to know how to keep it going.
You gotta roll with
so next year, I plan to just continue to keep it going. I plan to have another amazing year with the podcast and continue to grow it. Another amazing year with the Hills class, continue to grow it. I want to travel more with my daughters. I just know what makes me happy, and I never want to stray again from the things that I know make me happy. Yeah, I don't want to stop for nothing. I just want to remain consistent in parenting and entrepreneurship. So that's it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Spike y'all. What's about to you, my love?
I think my main focus is I want to get closer to God. I want to get more in depth with His space. I'm very spiritual already. I just want to get more closer to where I can feel and understand and just pretty much walk in my purpose and my path. I want to do more things with my kids, my badass kids. But I do want to do and get more involved with things with them. I just want to this year was a great peaceful year for me. Like things has transitioned in a space where everything that I've been asking God for has been coming to fruition. And I'm just so happy for that. I want to dive more deep into what's more to come for me. I just want to just grow my confidence more in everything that I have or want to do. And I just want to do it. I just don't want to be afraid to do anything. I just want to be able to just do whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing without any consequences, flaws, misunderstandings, nothing. I just want to just do.
Yep. But you know, you got it in you. And you know, you're a dope person. You're an amazing woman. You're a beautiful woman. And that's beautiful to hear that you want to continue to grow, you know, your spiritual connections, your spiritual space, and get connected to God. That's dope. I love to hear that. And I'm proud of you. You know, you've been amazing. I've shared that with you offline. But I'm very proud of you, and I know you're going to continue to
you got
grow.
us crying for the
No, we're not crying. I just want
you
to
said
tell
we have on my episode.
I do. I want you to know that, like, it's been an amazing year overall. No matter what has transpired throughout the year, we both have seen like how hard work, trusting God, following our path. You know what I'm saying? Stand the course, like what it has gotten us. You know what I mean? So it is kind of put you on this, like, oh shit, 2025, come on. Well, you ain't here fast enough. And yeah, I'm happy to hear that because you're gonna just continue to grow. You're already an amazing person. And you're just gonna continue to grow because that's what you need more than anything. It's not that you need another friend, another man, you just need God. And the closer you get with that, the more you're gonna get aligned with your purpose. And I personally can't wait to see what 2025 brings you and how it delivers you from whatever life you done shared from. So you're an amazing person. Keep going. You got
Thank you. And you are as well.
Spank you. Spank you, my love. Yes.
Gotta give each other our flowers.
Yeah, you gotta give each other. You gotta give people their flowers, and you gotta mean it. You gotta mean it. I think that's something that's a loss or alone. Like people just be talking, and it's just like, nah, you gotta really mean it. And when you really are somebody that's like healed, you having your partnership with God, you know that all this judgment, all this bickering, all this attack, kind of to some of the things Maya was saying, like all that hatred, all that triggering, all that stuff, like it just release you, like because you become more so one with Him, you start to love yourself, and you just love on people more. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. You know, we've been in church a past couple of weeks together. We didn't go today because of the podcast, but we've been going to church together and just getting that spiritual feeding, you know. And so,
and it's been good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So I think this episode might come out in 2025. It's 2025.
It got to be because we just talked about the whole New Year's.
Yeah.
And we got our New Year's dress.
Yeah, we got on some New Year's.
And we got to do a New Year's toast.
Oh, yes. Okay.
To finalize the episode.
Final episode. High Heels and Tea podcast. Oh, episode 50 something. I wish. I don't know.
It's a lot of episodes, guys.
It's been a lot of episodes. It's been great consistency. We always have to kind of like huddle up and figure this shit out, you know. And so we at least have that together, and going into 2025, we'll continue that plan and just make it even bigger and better for each other. So,
81.
Okay. Toast
80 babies. Taste of the 80 babies.
81 episode. So, hold on. Are you gonna finally come on camera? No.
Next year.
Oh,
He gonna talk behind.
He gonna talk behind the camera. Well, we appreciate Terry.
Yes, we definitely do.
Terry has definitely put us up on another scale. We've got a lot of head from this podcast. Thanks to Terry. We appreciate you.
I get ahead. This actually got some hair. He got some hair from the podcast.
Like that bitch look. You been that bitch before, gang? Man, I'm in town for the weekend. I'm joking.
Yeah, she bang.
I ain't getting no hair from the podcast. Cheers! Click.
Woo.
Yay, 2025.
All the headhunters.
It's 2025. Okay, thank y'all again for listening to the High Heels and Tea podcast. Goodbye.
Thank you.